Welcome back to CF Clips. This is the American Tactical Omni Hybrid Maxx with two X's, known for providing budget-friendly yet good quality firearms for a everyday shooter. So very good value gun. They're all about making sure everyone can experience the joys of shooting without emptying their wallets per se. So without further ado, let's talk about this particular one. Now, the lower is going to be a little bit of an off color from the upper on this particular firearm. Now, that means that technically this is a Blem that is mentioned in the listing, and the price has been adjusted accordingly. Now, let's talk about the features of the firearm. We have an aluminum 7-inch handguard covering up that 7.5-inch barrel. What's nice about this, you still get a pick rail up top on the very front, and you get M-lock on the sides and the bottom. So you are going to get a couple of M-lock slots right up front. Now, because they deleted the pick rail up top on the handguard, you can get a very nice solid grip. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but I could fit my whole hand completely around this firearm, making it very comfortable to hold. As we follow it on back, we do have an Omni hybrid type polymer that is going to be where your front and lower receivers are, while the bolt carrier group still remains, of course, steel, because that's where the explosions happen. And yes, I understand. So the explosion does happen here too. That's an argument for another day. Flying back to that Omni hybrid portion of this pistol, of course, it's a unique blend of polymer and metal, giving it the lightweight agility you crave without sacrificing your durability. It's kind of like a featherweight boxer, nimble, quick, but still packing a powerful punch. Overall, it is very lightweight. Now, up top, you are going to get a left-hand pull charging handle, which is exactly what you would expect. You have your mag release, which is going to be fairly extended, a little bit farther out. Most of the time, there's some sort of housing around. This one does not have it, so it does give that extended feel on your mag release, which actually is pretty nice. The mag well does have just a bit of a flare to it, not a ton to write home about. However, if you don't get the insertion just right, it is going to help guide you in. Flipping her around, we can see that we have our standard 90-degree AR safety here, and our bolt release. Falling down to that grip, it is going to have a decent aggressive texturing on both sides and the back, while there is a finger rest on the front. Now, that's going to allow you to put a decent amount of rounds down range while still maintaining a comfortable grip. The trigger on this guy feels as follows. It has just a little bit of a take up, and that is a polymer trigger as well, in case you were wondering, but it does have a little bit of take up. It's a little bit jittery right there, and then you hit a very clear wall with a very light break overall. Let's hear that reset. Nice and tactile. I felt it through the trigger very nicely, and then again, that break. Nice light break. Finally, falling back to that brace. It is very thin overall, as you would expect from any brace. There is a sling mount right on the rear of it, so you can put a traditional style sling through it, which is nice. Now, the way that you adjust this is going to be fairly unique. There's two screws, one right here and one right here. You unscrew it with an Allen wrench, and then you can move forward or backwards, adjust to where you want, then crank it back into place. Overall, it is going to make for a nice adjustable brace that does not move on your shoulder, and that is pretty nice. In review, in case we missed something, you have a 7.5-inch barrel with a 7-inch M-lock and Picatinny handguard. There's an SB Tactical SBA3 brace on here, which is what I discussed just a second ago, with an overall length of 22.25 inches. Now, of course, that's with the brace pushed in, and it does have a height of 7.75 inches overall, the rifle does. Weighing in at a total of 4.6 pounds. With a 1-7 twist rate on that barrel. Of course, if I didn't mention it before, this is a 5.56 NATO round, which is a very versatile cartridge, and that leads me to the conclusion. So in conclusion, the Omni Hybrid Maxx AR-15 pistol isn't necessarily for those who need a top-of-the-line, all-frills firearm. It's for the practical shooter who wants a reliable, fun-to-shoot pistol that won't leave them with a bad case of buyer's remorse. If you're looking for an AR pistol that's budget-friendly as it is versatile, the Omni Hybrid Maxx is worth a closer look. If you have any experiences with the American Tactical Omni Hybrid Maxx, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless, stay safe. It is time to